Hello everybody and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included, the Uncomfortable Friends. When we left off last time, we were searching for our gunk producer. Our lovely editor found a spot right here where one of our dupes had stood, and then gunk just appeared. So, yeah, that's different. Not sure where he got in contact with allergic germs, but maybe in here. May need to drop some, I don't know if I even have bleach stone. I do not. So they're gonna have to deal with pollution for the time being. We are also working on some exosuits for this side. We will enable that building. So they should start putting on exosuits to go over to this side, or Atmos suits. We do have a setup right here for them. And since we have that, we will lock this door so they can only go one way or the other. We also are starting the collection of all of the bonbon trees to get nectar for plastic. They've all been in contact. We also have a cool slush geyser, which is actually pretty nice. Nope, not the obsidian. There we go. It erupts with polluted water at -10 degrees. Eruptions 457 out of every 667 seconds. We'll have to analyze to get a little bit more information on it, but for right now, it's just a good source of polluted water, which we can easily change over to regular water, or we just let it keep erupting and turning into polluted ice. Not a bad idea either, but let's see. All of these guys are hooked up, it looks like. So we should start getting some more plastic. We're already up to 10.4 kilograms. We did run a little long last episode, not a big deal, but this one might only be 9 cycles, so just be prepared. But here we go. We do need to fix our Aquatuner over here, and I do want to stick in a liquid reservoir somewhere. That way we can have like a little extra buildup of the polluted water. I'm thinking somewhere over here. I did queue up a little airflow tile, so as this starts to melt down, it's not gonna flow down this way, although it wouldn't be the end of the world. So for right now, let's look at this. We'll throw some mesh tiles right here. Liquid reservoir right there. We will take a insulated pipe. We come out and over, and then we go in. Buildings are lacking resources. Let's get our research continuing. Right now, I'm just knocking out any of the mid-game, I guess you'd call it, and seeing where we can get. Probably going to want to get towards the desalinator soon, so we're going to head that way now, just to keep it going. We do have our carbon skimmer down here doing the work. It should all continue to flow very nicely, so we will destroy all of these and we'll replace them with regular tiles as they destroy them. One more. There you go. And someone made a mess. Are you guys stuck? 1, 2, 1, 2. Are you guys stuck up here now? There's spots for suits there. Does that help? Nope. Turn that back to vacancy. Why are you guys stuck? That gets one of you down. Like, I'm very confused at what's going on up here. Can you move? I'm not sure what's going on with them. Yeah, that's really weird. We need to mop that up a little bit higher priority. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, I don't know on that one. This guy's definitely doing the work right now. I'm not worried about the carbon dioxide over here completely. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea just to keep it going. So we'll hook that guy back up just to kind of clear some of that out. I'm not sure why they couldn't walk this way. That's why they couldn't walk this way. Okay, now we know. There we go. I wasn't clicking it properly. Hook you in right there. Just hook you guys up. Alright, so now we know. It's always something simple. And that pipe is about to break. Let's see. So they should be changing that over to ceramic shortly. Just need to kind of wait for them to get that pipe over. And it's just because it's so cold. And I do want to put a little bit of water in there, I think. So if we look at plumbing, bottle drainer, probably just stick it right there for a second. And we can just stick some regular water in there. I'm drawing a blank on how we're getting our water supply for our research. Speaking of which, we're done with our research. Next one. So our water tank's right there. I think they're just taking it straight out of this guy. For right now, we're sitting at 17. I don't want another dupe, so we'll just grab some pinch of peppers. And we will take a look at some skills. So, let's see. Get you on some exosuit training. You're already there with your demo. I'm not going to worry because your morale's not that great either. Fishing rod 2.0. Improved carrying. Maestro. We'll go with some improved carrying for you as well. Aria Burr, I'm going to get you going towards exosuit training. Narciso, we're going to hold off on you right now because your morale. Pierrot, more carrying. We'll get you going towards exosuit here in a minute. Let's see. Smitty, you are a doctor that likes to dig. I love it. In our mechatronics, we are going to want to head towards that as well. So, just kind of waiting right now. I will up the priority of this to a 6, and I'm gonna hope that they can hit that. I'm not really sure. I'd hate to have to break back in there, but if I have to, I have to. Get some more suits delivered up. And deliver. I will need to upgrade the SPOM here shortly, so I may start kind of plotting that out right now. I think what I'm gonna do is just move it over here and do the full-size SPOM just to kind of keep everything a little bit nicer because I can just hook straight into these gas reservoirs right here. Where do you keep getting the polluted water in here from? Okay, so we're gonna jump you again. Same thing we did last time. Copy that over here. Let them in. I need to mop this. And we have enough hydrogen right here that we're good for a while. And we're starting our digging. Stress is starting to get a little high. Smitty's a little stressed. But that Aquatuner's definitely doing the work. Let's take a look. I never unhooked all that. Nah. And we will hook you back into here. That's kind of why we wanted this guy. Alright, can you guys reach that? We're gonna find out here shortly. I'm too cold. I don't know why it's just that one. But our carbon dioxide's finally going down, so we're good there. Let's start plotting out our new SPOM. We're gonna keep those there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna need 6 of those. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll either have to cut into there or move the whole thing maybe down, I think would be our best bet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I need 1 for the sensors, 1 for the bricks, so that'd be right there, so I can move the whole thing up. Let's say 2. And then we'll have our roof. So 1 for the brick, 1 for the sensors. Boom, boom. 3, 4, 5, and 6. We are going to need... oh, electrolyzers. So you're going to have 1 space, 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, 1 there. And then set this back to 250. And you guys back to 450. Need some airflow tiles here. And here. Need a insulated there and there. Then all along the bottom. And up. Let's see. I'm not gonna fill those in just yet. Let's see. Ventilation. Gas pipe sensor. I need... Under auto? Might be under automation. I don't know why I always have an issue finding this one. Gonna need some manual airlocks there and there. Automation wire running from here over, and then just into there. And then our piping. Gonna hook them up in twos. And then you're just gonna go up and into there. Next, we will need some power for it. This is going to be split into two. So over and up, over into there. And you'll just hook into that one. And that should be everything but water. We need to get some water of that. 1, 2... I'm wondering if it's from those polluted water spots that we keep getting from here every now and then. And then we will dig out this whole area. That'll feed into here, which will keep working with our hydrogen generators, which it would be nice to hook those into our main power spline at some point. But for right now, I'm not stressing it too much. We will deconstruct this and that, because we don't really need those so much anymore. Yeah, those pop right on. And then we got plenty of hydrogen. We got hydrogen for days. So let them work on that. We should be... Yeah, I guess not. It's going to be our best way to make a little liquid lock or some sort of something over here. Or you know what? We have this here still. So, deconstruct. And we're going to have to keep an eye on this one. Because as soon as they're done, we need to pop it back together. And hopefully we'll start getting some reed fibers here soon. There's that. And we'll get ready for our insulated tiles. They are working on getting our tank. We will change that over to a different metal. I just realized it's cinnabar ore. I don't want cinnabar. We'll at least use some copper. There we go. And plumbing insulated from here to here. Priority just on the construction. We're going to set you at a 9. I'm not terrified of a little bit of oxygen, but I don't want it to get over-oxygenated either. And then we'll start working on the transformer setup for the SPOM on the other side. At some point, we will need to cool that as well, because that will produce a lot of heat. Which actually, we could probably just put in some radiant pipes, because we're at 10 degrees on that. But we'll worry about that in a second, whenever they're done here. Oh, they delivered the ceramic. Come on, just need someone to build it now. Ethanol's falling. Okay, that'll work. Come on, I just need you to fix the one pipe. There we go. Boom, boom. Priority of 9. Let's see, where did I cut you from? Right there. As soon as those are built, we'll get it hooked back up. But that'll also help kind of move some of the... The ceramic pipe broke already? What else can I make that out of? Some overheat temperature with insulator. So quick. Hold on. Let's change you over to... Although you're still working. -10. Yeah, so it's not working, it's just shooting water out. Alright, let's make you out of igneous rock. Yeah. I guess we'll just wait for this to heat up a little bit more, maybe? I didn't think the ceramic would have this issue. Change material. Go granite. And we're starting to get a little bit of change there, so I mean, I guess it's a good thing. Let's just see how quick it breaks down here. What am I missing here? Hold on. Or let's look at insulated liquid pipe. Doesn't really tell me anything. I'm using insulated pipe here, right? Temperature's -36. I'm okay using more igneous rock or granite. Where is my pipe? It is -36, so maybe I need to use something a little warmer? Are you the one that's about broken? Yes. What if I change you over to... I think our obsidian should be pretty warm. I'm hoping. Nope, still immediate. It's -34.4. Like, I don't know what I have that would be warm. Maybe I need to shoot some hot liquid through it first? Let me do it this way. Deconstruct you and build this one back. So even if we do lose some water here, it'll still be contained. Insulated pipe. We're going to change you back to granite. We got plenty of granite. Nice. Like, do I have some obsidian that's really hot? Negative 35s. I mean, I don't have anything that's hot. Although it's negative 32.3 right now with the granite. It's still, yeah, immediate. Maybe I just need to heat the area up a lot first. Okay, well, while they're working on that continuously, let's take a look at our plumbing. I want to change some of this over to radiant, see if that helps out. Change that over to radiant. I used iron, so we're good. And I need to put in, let's see, we got one large transformer coming down this way. I could probably use another 2 on the heavy watt right there. Large transformer like so, and honestly like so. We will do a heavy watt joiner plate right there and run our heavy watt wire like so. Conductive wire is hooked up there, and we can just boop it right there. We can deconstruct that one, and then just wait for them to build all that up. Hook that back in and disconnect this again. That way we can get this whole system filled up, hopefully. It's going to take a little while. The water coming out is 6.7. Oh no, you're not even hooked up. That's probably why. Immediate cold damage. But we're getting warmer. One step at a time, a little bit warmer. We're at negative 13.8. Okay, so we're making a little progress here. We are going to let this warm up a little bit. Okay. Conductive wire, I need all of that out of there. Okay. You have to break back in. Deconstruct. Deconstruct. We're going to need to snip this power wire again. Nope, now we're getting overheat damage. Let me pop in some shift plates made out of ice. Yeah, the temp is just so wildly different in there. So we'll just let them do their thing. That's 1,600 grams. I should have done that to start with. Ugh. I think I'm going to run this episode a little bit longer because I want to do something more than just work on this Aquatuner.
One eternity later.
Okay, we're good. Priority of right now. Start pumping. So if that goes, I'm okay. And up that auto bottle allowed. No! You know, I never thought I'd have issues with something getting so cold that it got cold damage. And it's negative 12.5. It should be fine. Just unhook that for a minute. Alright, let's take a look over here, see if this is going a little better. I didn't even think about that off the hot. Whoa, 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 what are you doing? What in the world? I am not winning this episode. No! Yeah, so that's gonna need a lot of repairs. I hope it wasn't a lot. I really hope it wasn't a lot. It's not a lot. Oh, not a lot. A little bit of hydrogen oxide. Okay, it's just flowing through. We're okay. I know having them work on opposite ends of the base is not smart, but I really don't know what else to do. No! Alright, let's see. Plumbing, insulated pipe. Oh, but only one ping. Maybe it's just because the pipe wasn't full. Okay, there we go. Okay. Power. Conductive. Connect. Start getting the atmosphere out of there. Come on. Did we finally get it right? Hey, those are actually growing, so I mean, that's something. We are going to let that overfill a little bit so the water in here all gets like a nice little level. Is some of our water too cold? Let me try something else. Let's look here. It looks like the majority are going through there. So what if I just, you know, cut here and only let the water go through that one pipe? We'll see how that works. You know, I got one other idea. What level does ethanol freeze? Negative 114. Let's switch that over to ethanol. Okay, so let's see. We will get rid of you. I want to drain you, actually. So if we go like that. into there. And we will load the system with ethanol. Let's see. We'll get that built up to there, so whenever this is ready, because ethanol can take a lot colder damage. Takes a lot more to change ethanol to a different element. Because polluted water is nice and everything, but I'm wondering if it's because of the temperature. Freezes at -20, so it should still be good, but apparently there's an issue somewhere with it. So we're at -11, and we're continuously getting cold damage. But we'll see if that helps with our cooling loop a little bit. Over here, we have a few more spots. These are still producing hydrogen and oxygen, so we're good. I will start thinking about how do I want to hook this together. Let's see if I run over this way into there. Run you into there. And then we'll have to drop down one. And we will do a gas bridge like that. And then we'll just rework piping in here whenever we get there. And I guess while we're waiting, we'll hook up a steam turbine into here with heavy watt wire going boop, 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 right into the power spline. But I do think here shortly I'm going to be moving all of the ranches maybe up here into their own little area where we can keep them cool. Same thing with these guys. But we are finally getting a decent amount of plastic coming in, and it's all in thanks to these bonbon trees. Not enough to keep this thing going full time, but that's okay because it does get very, very warm. And I also don't know why it looks like they're running normal time instead of quick time. I can just do this. There we go. That'll run it straight over. And then as soon as that line's empty, we'll hook this back up and hook that guy into it. And see if that helps. I'm gonna try to cut this down, cut out a lot of the Aquatuner or zoom it all together. I don't know, because yes, this thing is irritating me. Yeah, for right now, we'll just leave it as it is. I'll kind of get this ready for that. Pop that right there. Let it drip down with the rest of everything. And we will just do a regular liquid pipe from here over to there. So all we gotta do is connect it. We will plumb insulated to there. Yep, that's going to draw off of that. As soon as that polluted water is done, we'll hook the whole loop together. And I'm going to clip right here for just a second. And then once we are done, we got plenty of polluted water in there. I just find it weird. I've used polluted water for every Aquatuner setup I've used. So I'm not sure what's so different about this one. Farmers are doing good. Still got a good bit of oxalate in here with decent oxygen pressure. It'll take these pipes a little while to get up and running, and then we'll just deconstruct probably all of this. I also do want to make a bigger water tank at some point, just so we have a little extra room, but right now it is working as it needs to, so I'm not going to mess too much with it. I could turn those to radiant pipes. Just have a little bit cooler oxygen coming in. Still, unless we find someone like amazing. Yep. Welcome to the colony, Dexter, our tidying, decreased husbandry non-attacker. But we'll take a look at some skills real quick while we have this open. American government. We're going to increase your carrying capacity for right now. Lucifer, exosuit. Look at you go, sir. Dexter. We'll get you on improved carrying or improved strength. Fishing rod. Sustainability. Maestro piano. Carrying. Barbar. Get you towards the exosuit. You're already at exosuit, so we will throw you into demolitions. Paleski. Piloting. Especially if we're going to be moving these guys out. Sengen, we're going to get you towards exosuit before we decide what we're doing with you. And we're going to get you exosuit even though it's going to put you over the edge. I'm sorry. Wild Tails, you already got that. You're good there. We'll leave you B for right now. Let's see how much we got in there. Got a couple kilos. That is fixed. Insolent Radiant Pipe. Boop. Let's see if this does it too. So let's start looking at moving some stuff around now that we got this kind of going. I could move our little industrial block over here over, maybe? Did I really do that backwards? I did. There we go. Just because it is getting kind of toasty over here. It's going to take a little bit of time. And then once we get this whole thing kind of up and running, we'll deconstruct this. Maybe compact it a little bit. Not sure which direction I want to go. Kind of want to put our farms on their own. I do know that. So maybe run the farms only up here. So let's see what I got. I got 32 by 3. And that is a farm or critter stable. Stable can be up to 96. Space for the floor. Door, dink. There we go. 32 by 3. So let's move this over a tile. Well, that's gonna put us right in the uranium. Could shift it over here. Although they like cold. I could dig up all the uranium, or I could stick them over here. I'm gonna stick them over here. Alright, so let's see. We do a floor, door, ceiling, floor, door, ceiling, floor, and then 32. Make sure we're not gonna get into anything bad. Okay, does not look like it. So if we do that, we will just get this built up for now, let everything else kind of run, and we will move all of our little floxes into here. Not really using them for much at the moment, but still good to have. Let them just go to town over here. If anyone wants to mop up, please feel free. Dexter, I'm going to move you to 2, and I also want to set you up as our primary. There we go. Let's see, you are going to be building. Don't know what I'm going to do with you yet. Pierrot, you are piloting, excavation, so digging. Fishing rod, piloting, athletics, we'll leave you alone for now. Senjin is leaning towards strength and construction. Smitty, excavation. Look at you go. You're good, you're good, you're good, you're good. Paleski is our machinist, so operating, sir. Looks like everyone else is all set up. Okay. Okay, everything is built up here. We will now mop everything in here and sweep at a 7. I want this guy completely emptied, and we will have to kind of empty some of this gas out so it's going to flow through into the other sections. You're at -8. Not really much I can do to heat the area up at the moment. The ethanol is still plenty cold, so I could actually do 25. Nope. -25? Still getting cold damage. And we will hook up a conductive wire here to vacuum this back out again. Shouldn't take too long, and then the water is going to kind of pile up on top of it, because that water is heating up very, very quick. And that's because there's an atmosphere in there, so I mean, yeah, what you gonna do? And let's see. Yeah, look at that go. As long as we can make it before it overheats, we're going to be happy. It didn't do it in time. Maybe I need to leave some atmosphere in there till it warms up a little bit more. Sounds so stupid. I might have messed that up. Might have messed it up a little bit. And I have polluted ice in there. Alright, hold on. Deconstruct. Deconstruct. I will win with this thing eventually. Okay. We're gonna do this a little different. Hold on. We're gonna cut here. You're done. Sweep all of this out at an 8. Prepare everything, please. I think ice is going to be our best bet. And these are, what, how much? 800, I think? So, boom, 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 boom. And that should be enough to fully do everything. I wish I could do a mass relocate. It'd be so much easier. Yeah, the temp should be changing pretty well. It's -30 out here, and 100 plus out in here. And that's still flowing, so it's just going to keep warming up in there. So we're good with that. Ethanol doesn't evaporate till, yeah, 78. We're good. Nice. So we're pretty much just going to copy this over. Stick you by the door, you by the door. You by there, you by there. You and you. Then we have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 farm tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And that'll be more than enough food. Let's see, I do want to run some oxygen over here as well, so we can just take off this spine right here. Oh wow, look at that. Our oxygen's actually doing good. Didn't think I'd see that one anytime soon. Gas vent, boop, boop. Gas pipe. I guess we'll just pump you right up there. And we'll stick in manual airlock, so those are pretty well self-contained. And these temp shift plates should work out pretty well in getting everything finagled up. All of our ethanol, 25, 25. Looks like it's pretty consistently 26.2 in there. Okay, so got a couple more temp shift plates. Want to get these last little bits out, and then we should be good to start this hopefully for the last time. I need the relocation, like a 9. Get that stuff out of there. That's the big one. Polluted ice. Alright, relocate that to there. Relocate that to there. Make that all a 9, please. Then once that's relocated, I'm closing up, vacuuming out, and hoping for the best. And actually, while we're thinking about that, I want radiant pipes here, here. We can do insulated. Let's see, if we come up here, I'd rather not carve into anything else if I can avoid it. I think that'll work. Yeah, okay. I was gonna say I did do pipes, right? Alright. Pop you guys in there. So the temp shift plate, so the way this works. In a vacuum, it cannot exchange heat. You are stuck, you dope. In a vacuum, it cannot exchange heat, so it's going to hold on to its own heat. The temp shift plates right behind it will absorb the heat. They're made out of ice, so they will turn into water, which will then spread across the floor, allowing it to kind of spread out its thermals a little bit, turning into steam. So, yay! And change you over to Phlox, Fawn, and Phlox at 8, 9, 8. Do that there too. Then we will wait for those to be built. Okay, we're down to grams in here, so let's up the priority on these to be built, please. Plastic is still doing really good. We're up to 440 kilos now. Start working on our next research that we've kind of been neglecting to do. And for once, we're actually backed up on oxygen. Like I never would have expected that. Alright, so we're almost to a vacuum in here. I like it when it turns to vacuums. It just looks so cool. Oh, we're down to micros. 3, 2, 1. Right at the start of 239. Are you ready? Here we go. Come on. Come on. You're right there. Down to 40s over here. 90, 60, 50. Almost there. We're at 29. 18, 15, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Vacuum? Vacuum. Okay, now that we have that, we're going to go into power, conductive, hook up, and hope. These should start warming up relatively quickly as that does, because we're already up to 80, 90, so that should start warming it up. The shift plate behind us 3.9, 4.6. Come on. Come on, shift plate. Just one of you. Nope. Power. Snip. I don't want you to overheat. I don't remember what your overheat temperature is. Nice. So, options for that, we can drop a little bit of some regular water in there, which would help. I don't think I'm going to be able to easily. It's definitely doable. Get rid of all these things. There we go. I'm going to have to pop back in there anyways to fix this. Now, let's think. Plumbing, drainer. Where can I hook you up? Right there. With an airflow tile there. And a pipe hooking into there and disconnecting this side. With the priority of, oh shoot. Ooh, hello. We found a fancy room with diamond window tiles. That is epic. Alright, so we're gonna have to explore that in a little bit. While we're digging out that area right there, so we'll cancel all that. Sweep in here again. Alright, well, I'm gonna get you guys going on a new task once we get this done. Liquid, water, enable auto bottle on a oh no alert. Alright. Deconstruct. Deconstruct. We're doing this the right way now. Thought we could cheese it. So drop you back down to a 5 for now. Well, there's our water we were looking for. Priority on repair. Alert. Yeah, just gonna let it keep doing its thing. It's loving life. Oh, I never thought this would be as big a challenge as it is. Come on. Going on an hour and a half recording trying to get an Aquatuner working. You guys, I really hope you appreciate all the drama that's come along with this. Alright, we're gonna turn you off for right now. Are you doing good? Let him keep going, I guess. Alright, seal that up. Let that keep going. The good thing is they break it down right here so it stays right there. So it shouldn't take much to fix. You guys need pike apples all throughout there. And let's see, I'm going to drop a bottle emptier right here for the ethanol. And this is draining again, and I am going to plug that in a little bit sooner this time, just to get it functioning. Currently sending be a green, and it should be coming out. Let's see, where is 38.4? Negative 38.4. There we go. And that's fine. That was expected. And that water will start heating up slowly but surely. And eventually we'll get steam in here. Eventually. And then these will start producing some power for us, so that this will all not be for naught. There we go. Last two of those melted, so we should have enough water in here to hopefully give us enough. But we finally have our Aquatuner functioning, cooling down this section of the base. Also going to be going up to here, which if we clip and clip, or actually, you know what? We're not going to clip that. Oh, they got one pipe to finish. There it goes. Now we can clip. So now that'll cool down up here. This is going to be our new stables. So we can actually get rid of this and wrangle all of these guys up. And they should be moved up here, hopefully sooner rather than later. Our bonbon trees are done for the current. May end up adjusting a little bit here and there as we go. But we are making plastic. We're up to 620 kilograms right now, which is a lot better than we were looking at before. Potentially, I'm going to do a mass exploration and try to find everything on the map. That's going to take some time, especially with these biomes like that and our nice uranium ore biome here, which I'm going to put in here, which I don't have any of yet, so never mind. Next episode is going to be a mass dig out. I'm ready for it. Until next time, everyone, stay froggy.